Hey, I'm still waiting. Still waiting. I had asked the question for those that are planning on voting for Kamala Harris. Why? I'm not meaning that rude. I'm not meaning this as an attack. I'm meaning it genuinely, seriously. Want to know what is it that you feel Kamala will do differently as president that she has not done as vice president? What are her policies that make you feel, hey, she's the best one that can do the job. She's the best fit. And remember, she's gone back and forth on policies, so we don't really know where she stands. But I had said, without mentioning Trump, without saying anything about Trump, because if someone asks me, why do I like Chevys? Why do I like Chevy trucks? I don't say to them, well, because I hate Ford. All right, but why do you like Chevys? Well, because I can't stand Ford trucks. Okay, but what is it about Chevys that you like? Why is it that you continue to buy Chevy trucks over Ford trucks? Well, because I just hate Ford trucks. All right, that doesn't answer the question. Usually when people buy things, they have a reason for it. Or when they have, they choose a religion, they have a reason for it. They don't just say, well, I'm a Catholic because I can't stand Mormons. Well, I decided to get this blue shirt because I can't stand red t-shirts. Well, red t-shirts have nothing to do with blue sweatshirts, and being a Catholic has nothing to do with being a Mormon, and buying a Chevy over a Ford, usually people have good reasons for it. So I'm asking, why is it that you are voting for Harris over Donald Trump? What is it that you feel she's going to do differently this time around? Because remember, she's been vice president for the last 4 years. And she said that she was going to throw people in jail, basically if they tried to persecute any illegal aliens, and that she personally was not going to throw any illegal aliens in jail. She also was adamant that there was no border, no wall whatsoever, hated Trump's wall. And now all of a sudden she's for it. She's adapting Trump policies. Suddenly she's for not taxing on tips. That's a Trump policy. Suddenly she's for a wall. That's a Trump policy. So she keeps going back and forth. I don't think she even knows what she wants. So I'm asking you, what is it that she has said? What is it about her speeches, about the things that she says that make you want to vote for her? And again, I'm not asking you to tell me that you like her gender or her race, because again, gender and race has zero to do with how she's going to run the country. We are not best friends. We're not trying to be best friends. This isn't prom. This isn't high school. We're not talking about who we want to sit and have a beer with. And speaking of beers, I find it really odd that she sat down with Stephen Colbert while there are people that have died and people that are stranded without food, without supplies, without help. Still, Ukraine is getting help. Everybody else is getting help. All these other countries are getting help. And meanwhile, our own American citizens are without power, without food, without shelter, without clothes, without anything. And she's having a beer with Stephen Colbert. She's just laughing it up, hooping it up, having a good old time, partying it along and partying it up and hobnobbing while people are suffering from the hurricane. She's not helping them. She's not helping our own citizens. So again, what is it about that you feel is okay? What makes it okay that she's allowing illegal immigrants? Again, nobody has a problem with people coming here the right way, the legal way. But if you're so into illegal immigration, then please put your name and your address here in the comments. Put your name and address, and I want you to tear down your fences. I want you to unlock your doors. Unlock your windows. Do not lock anything. Do not secure anything. Don't keep a gun in your house. Don't have security. And make sure that you start taking on these illegal immigrants. You pay for their cell phone. You pay for their health care. You pay for their food. And you pay taxes on them. And then you allow them to live in your house because you are the one that say that it's okay. And you're the one that says you don't have a problem with it. It's kind of like a Martha's Vineyard thing. They also said they didn't have a problem with them until they showed up. Same with Kamala Harris. She said she had no problem until they were outside on her doorstep. Now, you don't get it both ways. You don't get to say, welcome, welcome, everybody. We'll pay for everything. It's okay. We'll pay for everything. Take all the jobs. Take all of the homes, unless it's my home, unless it's my job, unless it's my food, unless it's my health care, unless it's my taxes. If I have to pay taxes, well, send them back. If I have to shelter them and have them stay at my house, send them back. That's not how it works. That's called being hypocritical. So again, what makes it okay to have open borders? Because I really doubt that all of you guys are welcoming these people in and paying for their stuff. So why is it that Kamala Harris, in your mind, is a good choice? What is it she's going to do differently than she's done the past 4 years? Because again, Biden admitted, Bill Clinton admitted, and Kamala herself, out of her own words, admitted that she has no regrets for the past 4 years. No regrets, and she stands by every single thing that her and Biden have done. Biden has admitted that she has signed off and stood by her side. She's been the last person out the door off of every single thing that they have agreed to. They've agreed to mutually. She has signed off on it. She still says in her own words that she has no regrets during the Biden administration. And she's flip-flopped a bunch, so we don't really know what she stands for because she goes back and forth, and she's totally adopted a lot of Trump policies. So without mentioning Trump, because again, I don't say that I like Chevys because I don't like Fords. I don't become a certain religion because I don't like a different religion. I have reasons that I pick things. And when it comes to running our country, this is not high school. This is not about who's popular and who's cool and who can hang out with Beyonce and Taylor Swift. This is about who has the access to nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are not something to mess around with, and we need to really be taking that seriously. So, to all Kamala Harris supporters, to those that are still to this day on the 15th of October, I asked this last week, I asked it the week before, and nobody has answered because I said, do not use Trump. Do not mention Trump. Don't talk about Trump. Don't talk about Kamala's race, and don't talk about her gender, because race and gender has zero to do with running the country. How much you hate Trump has zero to do with why you are voting for Harris. At least it shouldn't. If that's your only reason, then you really have a problem. And this country, if we go to civil war, if we have nuclear war, it'll be your fault. It is on your hands. You will have blood on your hands.